There were times when Operation Breakthrough's waiting list was over 1,000 children.
I was paying half of my wages, $800 a month for daycare. I was really needing Operation Breakthrough.
We would invest years getting children ready for kindergarten, and then we would have to say goodbye because we just didn't have enough space in our school-age program.
It makes me feel bad because I wonder what happens to them.
An early education center serving the working poor is expanding.
The nonprofit preschool and child care center bought the old Jones store on the other side of Troost to add classrooms for nearly 300 more kids.
All right, so everybody needs a vest and a hat. There you go. Now you want to go over and ask Mr. Steve for some glasses?
I love all these cool gadgets.
Art, there's going to be 2 different art labs.
Oh, I love this. This is big.
How many of you guys like to do science experiments? Me! This is actually going to be a science lab.
Ooh. Can you make a video game?
Oh, look, come here.
So you're gonna come across the bridge right there.
I am honored to stand in front of Sisters Berta and Corita because my sisters and myself went here when I was a little boy. When I'm answering the question of what is your hope for the children who cross the bridge, my hope is that they know that anything is possible for them. The other question, what does the bridge mean to you? It's so much more than just a physical bridge. It means that we are bridging the Troost divide.
It's always been the Mason-Dixon line. And I would hope and pray as we build this bridge, that those folks who live east or west will come together.
This whole evening is just a wonderful, wonderful dream.
Well, let's watch that bridge.
The bridge symbolizes hope, the opportunity, the access that will allow our kids to see different worlds and different points of view and just be innovators for the 21st century.
This is bib lettuce. As you see, it's growing real good. Mr. Ben, my life science teacher, let me put one of the tower gardens together. What we planted is Swiss chard, rainbow chard, sweet basil, and arugula. We're gonna sell it.
You like that?
Mm-hmm. For our calculations and our testing, I'm gonna charge $2 per plant. What I'm gonna do with the money is I'll split it with my siblings and my grandma. When I grow up, I want to start my own company. Come down to buy our delicious plants.
Abdu's mom died in a car accident last year. He and his sisters moved into their grandmother's 1-bedroom apartment where they sleep on the living room floor. As you look around the new Maker City and you see the digital media lab, the teaching kitchen, the life sciences lab, it's easy to forget the family circumstances that surround a lot of our kids. The Maker City is a totally different environment. It's a place for them to really explore their passions.
I could do that all day. I never cooked at home before, but when I came here, I cooked pancakes, pumpkin pie, and ham and cheese omelets. I learned how to use recipes here. At home, I'll probably make an omelet for my mom so she can see how good of a cooker I am. In the new building, we learned how to make gingerbread houses. It was a lot of work. The best thing about Maker City is that I get to try new things. I'm new at Operation Breakthrough. I made my pom-pom earrings in fiber arts. When I first saw sewing and knitting, it was like amazing. I never thought that I would use a sewing machine when I was 9. I feel proud of myself a lot. This place is for people that have a lot of curiosity like me. Oh, is this one a centipede? Yeah, it is. The digital media lab is kind of like a computer room where you have to do missions to unlock things. A video camera, a GoPro. The missions are like tests. If you want to touch things, you have to do the research. I wanted to unlock the camera first. It took about 14 days. It was a really big process. This place is really, really important to me. Nobody in my school knows how to do what I can do here in Maker City.
The community invested so much in this building, we didn't want it to be empty from 9 to 3 when our students were in school. So we reached out to the school district. Now, we send our buses to pick up over 450 students each week from nearby schools. They rotate from lab to lab, completing hands-on science and math projects.
We come twice a week, and our kids get to do some of the things that we can't experience in the classroom.
We're definitely excited about our partnership with Operation Breakthrough, and it just helps to level the playing field for our students. So this is pretty engaging, huh?
Kids get to actually get in there, touch it, feel it, smell it, taste it. They use all 5 senses. Having the smaller sessions here at Operation Breakthrough gives them more one-on-one attention, and they just eat it up. Those math scores are just phenomenal. I'll say that now.
With the school district children, Operation Breakthrough is now serving over 1,100 children each week. The expansion has allowed us to add 80 preschool children. When you have the opportunity to take children off the waiting list, you look for the children with the highest need. Our new families have average incomes of only $600 to $700 a month. A third of them are homeless.
He starts Operation Breakthrough today for the very first time. We are staying in a domestic violence shelter right now. We take 4 buses in the morning between Operation Breakthrough and my job. We have to get up at 4 a.m. I was paying $400 every 2 weeks for someone to watch him. She was just letting him sit in front of the TV all the time. They have taught him so much here. Every day it's like, Mom, can we go to Operation Breakthrough? Mom, is it school time? He's just so different. He's not anxious. He's more the Javon I used to know.
When they first came, I saw a lot of children that had trauma. So we do a lot of loving. We do a lot of cuddling. We do a lot of telling them how important they are. I can see the progress. I cannot wait to see how they do in July when they are going across that stage when they graduate.
For the last 3 years, we have sent over 90% of our 5-year-olds to school ready, and that's compared to a national average of less than 50% for children in poverty. School readiness is about so much more than just numbers or letters. It's about physical development. It's about health. It's about managing your behavior. The expansion gives us so many opportunities to work with children in new ways.
Okay, now when this gets big, we're gonna smell our flowers, okay? Smell it. Blow it.
I believe everybody deserves to experience the calming that comes from yoga. Each class comes over once a week and spends time in the yoga studio. A lot of times our kids are on guard because of what happens outside these walls. In the yoga studio, we all have our own mats, which naturally creates a safe space. It's consistent and they know what's gonna happen. I see them having a sense of freedom. They're able to express a lot of energy.
You're gonna be a lion, reach your fingers up.
Then get really calm as well. They're choosing to practice their yoga poses on the playgrounds rather than wrestling and tackling each other. Some of our children ask in the classrooms, when is it time to go to yoga? That's such an indicator that something happens in that room that's really important.
I felt like a kid myself when I walked in there because it's a marvelous gym. Bringing the first group of kids in there, they were so excited. Keith, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do that? And I was like, calm down, guys. We have a lot of days to be in this gym. A lot of them tell me that they are going to be a professional athlete. Yeah, Mr. Keith, I'm going to be the next LeBron James. The kids haven't really had a lot of opportunity to do sports. They don't really know the ins and outs of the games. They don't have the proper attire. Sydney and I, we're just trying to make them have a positive time in the gym to get their minds off what's going on in their home life. At least 7 kids out of my 20-kid roster have lost a parent or a sibling. I just want them to be able to have a brain break from their day-to-day stress that goes on in their lives.
Hey, it was so fun today working with you guys, all right? So, like we said at the beginning of the practice, all I care about is effort and attitude, okay? Effort and attitude is gonna take you a long way.
Soon we'll be starting the Point Guard Academy. It'll be an after-school program. We want to create leaders not only on the basketball court, but in their day-to-day lives. Through basketball, we're trying to teach them skills like communication, fighting through adversity, and teamwork. The kids, they're basically like brothers to each other now. And if someone's down, they're picking them up, giving them a hug. It's just amazing to see that something as simple as basketball can bring a group of kids together as one.
Alvin, 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 1, 2, 3, I'm powerful. There's so much strength in you and me. Powerful. A breath away from victory. I matter, you matter, we matter.
The bridge, it's not just connecting 2 buildings together, it's connecting 2 sides of our city together. You can cross over. You don't have to just be held back by where you were raised. You can go anywhere you want to go in life.
This building is more than a building. It is an outward, concrete symbol of the love of this community for the work that these 2 nuns have done, for the people that they have helped, and for the mission that they continue to foster. It is a visible symbol of what it means when people care about other people.
Thank you for believing in us. We love you.